Hello Virgos and welcome to your December 2020 reading. So, you're probably going to get this on the 1st of December. That's the best I could do, and there it is. Alright, so I meditated on your energy, and the first card that came out is a beautiful Ace of Cups. So here, an Ace of Cups is there for you. It's all a question of being able to absorb it, to let it in. Second card, the Star. And that is gaining back faith, being in our true self, and finally aligning ourselves with our star, because we know who we are, we remember who we are, and therefore the universe can actually start giving to us. That's why often we'll say, oh, wish fulfilled and so on. It's because we're in the vibration where our capacity to receive is aligned with our true purpose, with our true self, and so on. And then I have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. So, Queen of Pentacles, that's the part of you, of course you're Virgo, so yes, you're an earth sign, you're the Queen of Pentacles, but it is the part of you that knows your worth, that knows you can make it, that allows abundance in. Here, having the clarity about that, having an understanding about that, but it starts with gaining water. Then the water, faith, clarity. That's kind of the movement that's going to happen to you. Under our Ace of Cups, we have the Devil. So, the Devil has appeared, I think, on every sign. Why? Because Saturn is in Capricorn, is back home. He was there in the spring, left a bit during the summer, and now he's back for a second wave, and to show us, like, if we have learned it and if we have used that presence in Capricorn here, show us with mirrors and so on, where do we lose our power? Where do we think we are slaves of circumstances in our lives, slaves of our beliefs, and this and that? Where do we lose our power? And since we have the Ace of Cups right over, part of the false beliefs and whatever is kind of enchaining you to lower vibrations was the fact that you weren't maybe allowing more love into your life for you. You know, doesn't mean that, yes, I would welcome a great, boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife. No, it has to happen inside for it to come outside. Under the Devil, I have the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. For a lot of you, it all has to do into what you do every day to build your reality, to put more to have more enjoyment in it, to actually build a reality that would be more fitting to you, that would be more aligned with what you wish and what you want, to be emotionally fulfilling. Under the Star, we have the Four of Swords. So in a way, this is like gaining back faith, because you had a lot of disappointments and heartaches. See, they're one beside another here. So healing to gain back faith. And when we gain back faith, it's because we kind of have the understanding of why everything happened. So that tells me that at the beginning of the month here, you will face your demon, your own devil. Maybe at the end of November it happened. And it's mainly going to show you how the emotional factor of emotional fulfillment maybe wasn't part of how you were building your reality. Okay? Under the Four of Swords, I have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Now this goes right hand in hand with Seven of Pentacles. I'm making a lot of efforts here, and I'm not seeing any results. Because to see results with the Seven of Pentacles, you gotta water that garden. The leaves are brown. You can tend a a dry garden all you want. Put all the energy out there that you have, but fruits will not come out if there's no water. So that means bringing love, peace, fulfillment into your life, into your daily concrete life. And that's why the Nine of Cups is there. Under the star here, that healing is all about, yes, I'm gaining that extra cup to bring myself to that emotional fulfillment, and then finally I will have the pentacle to start building my reality. This will become clear to me at the end of the month, and that is why the Wheel of Fortune will turn. And the Wheel of Fortune turns when the Sphinx here has its sword. Under the Sphinx, Ace of Wands. Ace of Cup, Ace of Sword, Ace of Wands. A brand new beginning. By bringing in more water within yourself, clarity will come. You will gain back faith, heal, and start this brand new way of doing things. A brand new passion, compass, name it like it's going to be in your life. But you're going to start building your life completely differently. Bottom of the deck, I had the Eight of Cups, and this is when we're kind of realizing, my God, what's missing is the joy and fulfillment in my life. I can have, a lot of material stuff, but if inside I'm not vibrating happiness, what is it for? And that's what the Eight of Cups is all about. It's that inner decision of, you know what? There's more out there, more emotional vibration, more water, and I'm going to go get it. And maybe before, your old beliefs prevented you to make this type of decision, but not anymore. This is how you are actually beating your devil. And that's the purpose of the devil, to show us where we are lacking, where we're making mistakes, so we can undo it, to recreate. And the old depictions of the devil, I probably have it somewhere here. Wait a minute. On his arms, you have Solve Coagula written, to dissolve and rebuild. There he is. See, Solve Coagula. So this is really all about destroying, to dissolve. These are two alchemic steps. To dissolve so that you can coagulate after, re-mend. Like if metal, to melt it, to reseize it. And purifying it every time, because you have to see the impurities or what is preventing. So in the process of bringing, lead to gold, you have to solve, coagulate many times. And that means facing your demon, facing the shadowy part that is preventing you to be at your most authentic alignment with your stars. All right, so let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Virgos. call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos. And this is what Saturn has been, because Saturn rules Capricorn. It's that teaching of doing this, not being afraid to see, wait a minute, you know, if I am not at my best, there's something preventing me. I need to dissolve it so I can recoagulate and purify every time. All right. Okay. So let's look at that Ace of Cups. Hermit and the High Priestess. So here, that Ace of Cups. That Ace of Cups is, and that's you, okay, Virgo, is to feed that inner light and inner knowledge, High Priestess. It's to feed that connection with your soul so that you can actually hear it speaking, hear it yearning, hear its direction, hear its purpose. Let's look at the star. Page of Wands. See, the star actually helps you take that wand and start moving with it. Knight of Sword. Take that sword, that understanding, and like really moving with it, because the knights, it's that movement of, this is my truth. For the Knight of Sword, I am passionate about it, this is my truth, and yes, this is where I'm going with it. Knight of Sword and the star, this is like a truth from your soul, from your authenticity, like when every fiber of your being is vibrating yes, so you're going for it and there's nothing holding you back. And here with the Page of Wands, you're all enthusiastic about it. So for a lot of you, there is going to be that kind of certitude coming in from a space where maybe you didn't dare, you didn't allow it for XY reasons. But then in the month of December, there's that certitude coming in of, yes, this is it. This is who I am. This is what I want to do, and I know I can do it. Let's look at that Ace of Sword. Ace of Sword, Spirit, and the Queen of Pentacles for Virgos. Oh, here is our Knight of Sword with the Tower. So I would say it's even more of an enlightenment. The Tower and the Ace of Sword together, and you're going to act upon it right away. When this thing is going to dawn on you, you know, whatever is the devil for you, it's almost like you had to remove it to love you. You had to remove it to vibrate higher. Okay? Here, when you look at the Ace of Sword, you have, see, the letter Yod in gold around it. Those little nuggets. The same as what is falling down on each side of the tower. It's that enlightenment. It's that... you know, the Yod letter is the finger of the divine, that direction, that download, and so on. So, here, mini download, big download. So that's why I'm saying, you know, it's going to be a clarity coming towards you. Beautiful clarity. You're going to grab it and go for it. And that is what is going to move the wheel of fortune. Okay, let's look at that devil for Virgos. The world. That's it, that's all. King of Pentacles. It has to do with your divine masculine here. And your divine masculine, yes, it's the men in your life, but it is your own divine masculine. So that means your capacity to actually build, be fruitful, build the life that you want, be fruitful and not just working and not seeing anything. What was preventing you to have that, or to attract somebody that would commit to you, that would be stable and there, solidly supporting and so on? Here, you're facing it. You're finishing that cycle because you're going to allow more love in. Let's look at... here I have the Two of Pentacles, and that is Jupiter in Capricorn. And right now Jupiter is in Capricorn. That kind of, juggling, trying to make it and so on, you know, trying to fit in, trying to, and so on. Here. That's it. It's over. For the ones of you that will understand the lesson of Saturn, you know, what the devil was able to do to you was what the power you let him have. It's always like that. That's the only power the devil has, is the one we give him. Now you're going to spot it and you're going to finish it. Here, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. The Lovers and the Hangman. So yes, you had to look at, see, Five of Cups. You had to look at all of the sorrows and the difficulties you had in your life from another angle. Like when I say here, you know, the devil, the only power he has is the power you give. Oh yes, but you know, you don't understand. This and this are the circumstances in my life. I went through this. This is my reality. Here with the Hangman, they want you to look at that from a completely different angle. So maybe not to look at what has fallen here, but maybe at the Two Cups behind. To maybe look at what you allow in. Because with that extra cup of love for you and peace and so on, this is actually transforming the devil into the Lovers. And the Lovers here, instead of being cooped under shadow and shackles, it is inspired to rise by the angel, by switching all of that around. And the only way to heal truly is by not being a victim anymore, therefore by seeing our responsibility in it. Sometimes it's not pleasant, but it's essential. And that's when we understand, oh, these were just a chain of events from what I believed and what I allowed. And basically when I reconnect with my true self, I know that the universe loves me unconditionally. And that's why I can allow this Ace of Cups to come into me, so I can vibrate higher. Here, Four of Swords. But you're all conscious about this. Let's look at the Four of Swords, Spirit. Make it clear. You're pushing this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, of course, all of you are healing from different things. But here I have the Two of Cups. A lot from the mirrors in your life. Here, Four of Swords again with the King of Swords. This is all about, and here are Three of Pentacle, and here the Two of Swords. So, healing from what the universe has mirrored to us. You know, like in relationships. Well, this guy was a jerk with me, or this girl was like, she didn't care for me at all. Well, you always have to look at, do you care for yourself? Do you mistreat yourself? Do you not listen to yourself, not protect yourself, not invest into yourself? It's all about that. There will always be mirrors. You cannot receive from outside what you cannot give to yourself. Here, through that healing, this is going to become clear to you. King of Sword. Oh, okay. My story, my sword, my truth will change. Here, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. All right. So, the Devil, the Fool. Two completely different vibrations, of course. The Devil, I can't, because this is my reality and this is what is happening to me, and I have no power on these things, and that is the fact. You only have half knowledge. The Devil is standing on half a cube. Half a cube is half knowledge. He doesn't see the whole picture. And that means you don't see the whole picture. And that's why you're giving up your power like that. Here, Three of Swords. All these disappointments and sorrows here. That's your reality. That's what he says. All you see is all there is. All those sorrows and disappointments, that's all there is. And that's what you've always, you know, you never had the good fruits. And then we have those two knights. Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Bringing that pentacle forward, and Knight of Wands is grabbing that Ace of Wands, here that Page of Wands, and going for it. I'm allowing more love into me. I am aligned with my true self, and I'm gonna go for it. I've got nothing to lose. I'm out of hell. I'm out of under his illusion. And I'm bringing forward my pentacle here. What I know that I can do. Because now I can invest in myself. I love myself. I can have the vision, the will. And I know I have the craft to do it. I am emotionally fulfilled and content with myself. Now I'm watering my garden. Now I am doing things with love. And so, of course, the results will be completely different. In that state of being, yes, I can do a leap of faith because I have faith. It's not called a leap of hope. It's called a leap of faith. And he has a very small package there on his wand. He doesn't have a whole baggage of sorrows and heartaches and things like that. That would drag him right down to the devil again. He has released that. Like the star releases the emotional baggage into the pond and the soil here. What she has learned, she pours back. She knows she's infinitely provided. So I don't need to keep my sorrows. I can let them go because I will receive something else. Let's look at your Wheel of Fortune. I can let go of my past story. Ace of Sword, Ace of Sword, Ace of Sword. Judgment, Ten of Pentacles. rising from your conditions. That is what it means. Ten of Pentacles, this is something that was long term, because we have Judgment with it, you know, and Wheel of Fortune. So it is moving. That Ten of Pentacles is finally moving. And it has been there for a long time in a solid manner. Could have even been, you know, from one generation to another. This could have been a generational pattern, a generational belief that stops with you. You are rising above it, and you clearly understand it. Ace of Wands. Could be clarity about also what is commitment and long-term, what it means. Because here under the Devil, with what I see, it would mean more sacrifice than, you know, receiving the fruits of life and having pleasure and fun and growth. With that Ace of Wands, Death, and the Fool, our Fool of earlier here with the Devil. So you're really clearing out to gain that faith. Why? Because you are truly, it's one thing to finish a cycle, but you have to, what is left from that cycle has to be purified. And here, allowing ourselves to transform. And it's a bit like the solve coagula I was talking about, dissolving something to rebuild it. But the leftover has to be purified. And that is what death is going to bring. The end, the true end of that cycle, so that you can begin anew. This is like a rebirth. Here, you have it right there. Death, Ace of Wands with the Fool. A rebirth because you are taking that Ace of Cups in the beginning of the month. So that's kind of the process here. I should call that a rebirth. Let's call this a rebirth. A beautiful purification happening. All right, my beautiful Virgos, I'm gonna wish you Merry Christmas for this month of December, and Hanukkah, and the winter solstice, of course, on the 21st and 22nd. Very nice time to go within and look at this guy so you can remove his power. Thank you for listening, watching, commenting, sharing to help the channel grow. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's an email to write to me and I'll give you all the details. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on the new moons and full moon, like the one that we're having today, I do a little something ceremony to give you back. And apart from that, I'm going to send you all my love and light. And 2020 is almost over. See you next month. Bye-bye.